All right, everybody, welcome back. Game 2 of 6 Foot Quintet versus Want Steep Sets. For those who missed game number 1, Want Steep Sets drafted a very powerful early pushing lineup, and SFQ were unable to hold them back despite having a nearly perfect start for their juggernaut. SFQ banning out one of those key heroes, the Underlord, that enabled the early push with a quick mechanism. Zeus banned out just like last game, and so far Steep Sets have banned out the same heroes. I wonder if we'll see... I actually don't remember what their last ban was last game, but it doesn't matter. They banned out Invoker and Shadow Shaman once again. Abaddon and Zeus as well banned by SFQ.
10 seconds remaining.
Yeah, the Omni Knight was their ban. Good call. Powerful offlaners seem to give like sturdy offlaners. Is I was trying to decide whether to say durable or sturdy, so it sounded really dumb, but those beefy offlaners are pretty difficult for people to deal with sometimes. They just can create a lot of pressure. Remaining. They're hard to zone. A lot of them can go to the jungle. Omni Knight also has a very strong teamfight ult in the Guardian Angel. SFQ with the first pick. Last game they went for a pretty aggressive support duo in the Ogre Tusk. I didn't like that it was too melee, and it fit, like, especially against a Clockwork, made positioning super difficult for them to do. SFQ digging a bit into the reserve time for this first pick. There's a lot of stuff still available if they want it. I've seen a lot of Witch Doctors in Ad2L. Don't know how popular it is. Sand King still in the pool if they want to grab that. They could grab Tidehunter, who was banned out last game, but not this game. I imagine Tide's okay. Tide's pretty good actually. It's just it can be beat up in lane pretty bad, but he's one of those heroes that can easily go to the jungle with Anchor Smash. And SFQ grabbing Jakiro. We'll see what Steep Sets decide to rebuttal with in their coming picks. Last game they grabbed Venge and Clockwork, both of whom are still in the pool. So they will start with that Clockwork. Let's see if they shake things up a little bit. No, immediately they grab the Venge again. Why fix what's not broken? Grabbing their incredibly successful support duo from game number 1. SFQ, though, not banning either of those heroes. I actually think I would have rather seen the Clock ban than the Underlord ban. The Steep Set support duo, Alcoholic and Heisenberg, put in a ton of work against SFQ. They ganked every single lane at least once. They didn't gank the Juggernaut, but they didn't really need to. They won the mid lane. They destroyed the puck as well. And then late game, they had fantastic initiations either with the hookshot or the swap. So it gives them a lot. Steep Sets have a lot of flexibility in how they want to start fights. They can either do it with the clock hooking in, they can move a critical core or support out of position. And SFQ picking Ancient Apparition. Interesting. A pretty greedy support duo coming from them. Maybe we'll see the good old days, the Venomancer. With that AA, they could put that Venomancer in the off lane. Would probably be okay against Clock and Venge.
Radiant team banned.
Terrorblade once again banned. Steep Sets banning the exact same set of heroes that they banned last game, and SFQ only one minor change in the Underlord ban. They banned out Drow Ranger at this point last time. I would ban Death Prophet. Yeah, there's the Death Prophet ban. She's not really a first phase pick, and I mean you have AA, so you maybe could let her through, but Master played very, very well on the Death Prophet. Got incredibly lucky with Arcane Runes. Super lucky with Arcane Runes. He got so many Arcane Runes. It was almost every time I looked at him, I swear there was an Arcane Rune Tidehunter ban and Storm Spirit ban as the last two bans of the second phase. Steep Sets looking for all their cores, and so is SFQ. Unless there's some wacky core AA going on, mid AA, which is only the most gankable hero in the universe. Also loses all the traits ever. Maybe not. It was E, but it's just on cooldown. Very specific game circumstances allow for a core AA. You know what could be good for SFQ, depending on how these next two picks go? They could do a Brood. We'll see. They need something that like wins the early game, and Jakiro is okay. AA also okay. But the problem is they're not... They both need a little bit of
Radiant
time.
team pick.
Oh, Steep Set's grabbing a Weaver. Oof. Very hard for SFQ to deal with that hero. AA not very good against it at all. Chikiro also pretty bad against it. Their stuns are incredibly short duration. So they'll want to find something that can help them lock down the Weaver and just man up against the Weaver.
10 seconds remaining.
They're probably going to need to look to the off lane for that.
5 seconds remaining.
Invoker's banned, or they might have been able to grab an Invoker for it. Storm also decent against the Weaver. Natural Orchid building hero. They could go Queen of Pain. I don't know how I like it though. What if they get Tidehunter's banned? That would have been pretty good against the Weaver, actually. Decent against the Venge as well. Pretty bad against Clock though. Just if you get early game, late game, it's probably not that big a deal because you'll have a Force Staff and a Blink Dagger.
Dire team pick.
SFQ going with the Earth Shaker. That's a way to do it. That's definitely a Core Shaker. I'd rather see Core Shaker than Core Jakiro or Core AA. And he's got plenty of CC now. That could help against the Weaver quite a lot, especially because it's not targeted stuns. It's just AoE. So if Weaver goes for a Lincoln's, it won't be that bad. And they have lots of ways to pop it anyway. I mean, you can just put the cold feet on him and he'll probably... You can break that pretty easy. Weaver should never, ever, ever get caught in the AA stun because of how fast he is. Unless you chain it with like a Fissure and Ice Path and Chant Totem and stuff, then he can die. Weaver also does great with Venge. Another little bit of minus armor coming into this game. I still really like Shadow Fiend for Steep Sets. I actually think Shadow Fiend is fantastic this game for them. They have Clock again, so you can get that early game stuff. Minus armor for Avenge, minus armor for Weaver. Then you just get some really meaty frontlining offlaner, although a bunch of them have been banned. Underlord, Abaddon, Tide, Omni. But the Shadow Fiend would let them take the game pretty early again. He doesn't need that much to get going thanks to his souls. Just 1 or 2 items. Same to be said for the Weaver, and Steep Sets are going to grab a Drow Ranger. So it looks like it's possibly an offlane Weaver, maybe the greediest thing in the universe, or a mid Weaver. We'll see what their next ban is. It might telegraph that a little bit. 6-foot Quintet now needs something to be able to defend their towers with. Unfortunately, they picked their support duo. Winter Wyvern would have been fantastic, but Tinker... There's not a lot of... Actually, Venge and Clock can hunt down a Tinker in the trees pretty easily, so we'll see. But it's going to be a big burden on his shoulders to create a lot of space. That'll be Solo Light playing that Tinker most likely, and... I don't know.
10 seconds remaining.
SFQ with a very, very greedy draft.
5
they
seconds
need
remaining.
a really high damage hero as their one position, and something that can go in on like the Drow or the Weaver pretty quickly. I was gonna say Chaos Knight. Damn it. Although I guess I feel good that it was predicted to be banned. They could go... Ooh, maybe a Slark. Great. Slark is phenomenal with Ancient Apparition, Medusa banned, and SFQ are going to grab Phantom Lancer. That hero needs more than 1 item to come online, so I worry. Not that, you know, heroes that need more than 1 item coming online aren't necessarily bad. It's just when they're playing against a Drow, a Venge, a Weaver, a Clock, they're very clearly
10
trying to
seconds
take this
remaining.
game very, very quickly, and I think they have all the tools to do it. The Medusa
5
ban, pretty good
seconds
call.
remaining.
It's probably an offlane Weaver. So I'm feeling offlane Weaver, so they don't have their mid yet. They could go Templar Assassin, would be good. Shadow Fiend, still great. Super greedy, but I honestly think they'll probably win most of these lanes. Tinker does okay against Shadow Fiend, except that he can kill Clock Cogs for souls. But Tinker can get laser and just zone him, or at least trade with him with the laser. But it's super greedy if they want to get it. They might want to go over something less greedy, like if they are after the mid, they can get a Viper. If they want an offlaner, they could go like I think they want something ranged. Puck is still available. They could take it for themselves. A great hero early game lets you find fights quickly. Good gank potential. Darkseer would be okay. Not great, but it'd be okay. just something beefy. But they're gonna grab a mid. They're
Now
gonna
all
grab
we
the Queen of
need is a
Pain.
hero.
It's okay. It's pretty good against Tinker. And good against Ancient Apparition. This is a really rough game for this Ancient Apparition. They don't really have any crazy combos to go with it. They don't have... They've got pretty good ganks with that Tinker, but he needs to land those AA blasts to really make... I think the AA blast is probably the most important spell that they have. And my fear is they're not going to even be able to find level 6 on Fenix before they start losing towers. The Venge Aura plus Marksmanship plus just Weavers, Geminate attack, they can push incredibly fast. And not only that, these right clicks are going to help them win these lanes really, really hard. Phantom Lancer, though, with that silence, going to struggle to doppelganger away from things like the Magic Missile, to avoid stuff like Queen's AoE. And Heisenberg and Alcoholic making encore performances on their Game 1 selections. So we shall see how SFQ do. I don't really like the Queen of Pain pick. I would have rather seen either a Viper or a Razor or a Shadow Fiend would have been my ideal. But they have a pretty good looking draft. The Weaver could actually be in some trouble in the early game. I actually wonder if you just do like an aggro try, have Mavi 1v1 the Weaver. Or sorry, Mavi 1v1 the Drow Ranger, and you have your Shaker, AA, and Jakiro after the Weaver who you can kill. Or you have them go after the Drow, and then have Mavi 1v1 the Weaver in the offlane. We shall see. And again, Steep Sets took the first game, and we'll see if they can take the second game. And now, however, SFQ will be trying to stop that Solo Light, playing Tinker. Mavi on Phantom Lancer, Legend playing the Earthshaker. Phoenix is playing Ancient Apparition, and Cloud Kicker on the Jakiro. Meanwhile, on the Dire, on Steep Sets, Ping Pong playing Weaver. Master playing Queen of Pain, perhaps call himself Mistress. Alcoholic in training, playing Clock again. Stick playing the Drow Ranger, and Heisenberg once again playing the Vengeful Spirit. Things coming out, they see each other. They have the AA Chilling Touch, so they can probably win the right-click duel. They have Fissure as well, and Dual Breath. So I think the level 1 fight is a lot better from SFQ, because you have Chilling Touch, Dual Breath, and Fissure, all three really, really good abilities at level 1. And yeah, they look like they're going to fight this. AA pops his Chilling Touch. They need to go in on this now if they want to try to do something about it, and it looks like they'll just concede the rune. They can't win that fight. Legend is grabbing that, and so 3 bounties going to be going the way of SFQ.
I wonder how this will turn out.
Dual Breath, a little bit of poke coming out. Shouldn't force out any regen or anything, but a little annoying. Queen with a good block, Tinker with an excellent block, but both creep waves will run down. Looks like it will push into Solo Light, who I think has a little bit of a better matchup this game. Throws out the laser onto Master, and that's going to be a recurring theme. And yeah, it looks like they do have Mavi 1v1ing this Weaver and have an aggro tri-lane going. I really appreciate that they're doing this. I think this is the best way for them to do their lanes. Legend needs to be cautious, though. The Battery Assault could lead to a quick death if he's not careful. Ancient Apparition now coming into mid with his Chilling Touch to try to beat up on Masters, taking a lot of damage. Yeah, this will force him to... He has a salve on the Courier. Oh, it looks like at top they're looking for something. The Battery Assault hitting Jakiro, though, and Legend just beating on Heisenberg. His Fissure's up in a few seconds. Shouldn't be able to find that kill. Battery Assault ending now, so Legend should be able to escape, but caught up by Creep's Magic Missile, now stunning him up. Dual Breath coming out, slowing them all up again, and Legend taking a lot of right clicks. Everyone up here getting very, very low, and Mavi now going, or Phoenix now going to the bot lane. He doesn't need to be here. It's going to be real hard for Weaver to kill Phantom Lancer. And at top, they have kill potential if they have him up there. But one pull might be good. He can... That's not blocked. Looks like he's going to try to steal bounty runes. Once he gets level 2, maybe he'll go back. I think he should be top. The aggro tri-lane is very, very strong. He can't kill this Weaver. Can't even really zone this Weaver. Having him mid wouldn't be that bad, I think. I actually like that idea. 2v1 against the Queen of Pain. And Jakiro getting stunned up. There is a fissure available if they want to use the cogs. Actually pushing Cloudkicker away. Not going to trap him as they may have wanted. Fenix grabbing 2 bounty runes, getting his level 2, and grabbing a haste rune as well. I don't know if they can kill Master, though. He does have his 1 point in the blink. Looking at the CS, it's pretty even across the board right now. They're not able to really zone this Drow yet, not able to deny her at all, but Legend gonna get the XP he's after. Jakiro zoning out a little bit with Liquid Fire. I'll be doing okay down here at the bot lane. Yeah, it's pretty normal. Does he have his, okay, so he's going the Bassy Ring. That makes sense. You can't buy Sage Mask at the side shop anymore, can you? I can't look at what you can buy at the side shop. That sucks. Interesting that he used the Courier just for that. Tinker definitely wants his bottle, like, now. Queen forced to use her salve. Looks like they are going back to the tri-lane up here at top. Just wanted to get level 2 on all of their heroes. Clockwork now roaming around, but will likely be forced back. However, it looks like he's going for a kill on this Tinker. And if they trap him in cogs, he could be in trouble. But it's going to be very hard to get that engaged without a magic missile to stun him up, or if he's on the high ground like this. And if he pops that smoke, there's no hope for this gank at all. Ping's coming out. Looks like they want to try to go on Stick. The fissure blocking her in. Stick in serious trouble, trying to run into the trees. She does get in there, but now going to get stunned by the fissure and the enchant totem and the cold feet. It's like first blood. It goes to SFQ. Cloudkicker finding it with the help of his teammates. His aggro tri-lane beginning to pay off. But now Solo Light puts himself in danger. He's down on the low ground in the river. Alcoholic chasing him down. Queen blinking forward, trying to body block him. There's rockets available. He's trying to find something, anything to save himself. The battery assault popped. He grabs the arcane rune, and now he's getting slowed up, stunned up. Solo Light will likely die here. Throws out his laser, but not actually able to get it off in time. The swarm just to make things go nicely, but Queen of Pain not going to get hit by anything, and this does give Phantom Lancer a little bit of space. The big deal is that they rotated all 3 heroes off that off lane. This gives Drow way too much space. Moving the Jakiro and the AA, that's fine. Maybe even just moving the Shaker and leaving AA alone to get him some levels. He wants to get his level 6 really badly. That'd be fine too, but you can't leave the Shar Ranger alone. You really want to continuously pressure her, keep her from coming online because she's instrumental in Steve Set's plan. And even with that kill though, Master seems to be struggling a bit. A full level behind this Tinker who's just doing the burst build, and if she's not careful when that laser's up, she'll just die. Looks like he might try just that. The laser is off cooldown. But Rice Bolt finding a kill onto the Earthshaker, and Fenix and Cloudkicker forced to retreat. Solo Light has a laser, and Queen just gets evaporated, vaporized by that laser, underestimating his damage a bit. I really like that he got the heat-seeking missile rank 3, so it's 3/3, so that's 275 plus 240. One's magic, one's pierce, so like a 500 damage nuke combo. Ugh, disgusting. Solo Light, level 6 against this Queen. She's losing her lane pretty badly too. Half the CS of this Tinker and a level and a half behind. Top Drow doing just fine. She's almost got her power treads. The bot lane looking at Mavi. Mavi has his Ring of Aquila. His brown boots as well. A haste rune on the clock. That's terrifying. And uh-oh, Cloudkicker throws out a slow onto Alcoholic. Solo Light trying to bail, and he should be just fine. Rotation from Fenix as well. They won't be able to find anything. Mavi is getting beat up a little bit by Ping Pong, but nothing serious. But Clock now coming down here. Doppelganger is available, so he can get away if he needs to. He throws out the lance, and actually might just turn on him with his illusions. He's able to tank with a battery assault really nicely. 3 seconds until that's up. Alcoholic Maybe a little drunk going in on that. He dies. A fantastic game 1 performance. Maybe getting a little bit oversure of himself. And Phantom Lancer comes out on top. Hard to tell who ganked who. Slow onto the Earthshaker. They may be making a move onto him. Fenix is here. Chikiro does not have a TP for 40 seconds. Won't be able to get up to help his teammates at all. But Legend getting levels is just what he needs. So is... Oh, no. Fenix put on ice this Ancient Apparition in the trees. And maybe trying to hide, do something cheeky, but not a lot of hope there. Looking at the CS, we see SFQ on top across the board, except the Weaver is ahead of the Earthshaker, but the Earthshaker's tied with the Queen, and PL, just like last game, Mavi having a great time. And Cloudkicker down here trying to kill this tower, get some gold for their team. Cloudkicker also only level 3, but Mavi level 8. It's similar to last game, he got really big, and Legend goes down in the top lane without help from... I think they need their tri-lane up here, or it's a little too easy to kill this Earthshaker.
Dire has secured their structures.
And they need to deward this as quickly as possible as well. A TP from the Queen of Pain. She's level 6 now. Dagger dodged. Swarm also pretty much avoided. She has a dagger and a quick TP from Mavi. He should be able to get out Dual Breath. But now they might go in on Cloudkicker's Dual Breath, slowing everybody up, but he should be okay. They're not going to follow him any further. Like the top shrine was just used by the Vengeful Spirit alone. Tinker hanging out in mid, level 8 on Solo Light. Pops Illusion Rune. Probably try to shove this a little bit. He's closing in on Boots of Travel. Queen of Pain still a Sonic Wave, but I'm afraid if she goes in on that, she'll just die. And now a killing spree for Stick as Ancient Apparition. Fenix goes down on the top again. Urn of Shadows completed, and you need to be careful up here, Legend. If you get caught in those cogs, there's not a whole lot that you can do. I still think they need to bring Jakiro back up here. The tri-lane is very, very strong, and they're losing that window where they can just continuously kill the Drow. Like, I think Tri v Tri, they actually come out on top. They have really high damage thanks to the Cold Feet. The attack speed slows will let them trade with right clicks a lot better from the Jakiro. They have stuns to chain into the Ancient Apparition stun. I'd prefer it that way. And if you're going to put someone in a safer lane, one of your supports, it should be the Ancient Apparition. Get the Ice Blast available as quickly as you possibly can so you can start making kills with that. Tinker's burst is so high that if someone gets hit by an Ice Blast, they're 100% dead. Pink's coming out. Cloudkicker trying to harass this Weaver a little bit. Needs to be careful. But he is full health, so probably just going to be fine. No point in the Ice Path just yet. Ancient Apparition with a Tome of Knowledge purchased and on the way. Really wants to get that level 6. It's going to be a game changer for him.
A golden thread.
Weaver snagging both the bot lane bounty runes, and Drum's just about complete for Mavi. Now at top they need to be careful. Clockwork, not 6, only 4, but might go for something. They don't have a ward up here, and now it's actually SFQ have that ward, seeing Alcoholic into the wings, knowing that Vengeful Spirit in the lane, and Clock trying to get cheeky. And Venge actually going for a Ring of Aquila. Do not like that because they already have one on Stick. Look at all that damage they're getting, though. Heisenberg going to tank a few tower shots. Rocket spotting him out. The Fissure coming out. Legend needs to be careful. Fortification used. And they're definitely going to lose this tier 1 tower up at the top. They might be able to deny it, but no, not quite. And Tinker TPing in, has rockets. They might find one kill. Alcoholic going to get low, and yeah, he should die here. Oh, he's TPing out, but a right click from Fenix will do the trick. First tower of the game already claimed. Now another one going to go down at the bot lane to Cloudkicker. So we'll see how this draw draft really works out. How long it takes for them to claim all these outer towers is a pretty good measurement of how well the game is going for them. Phantom Lancer with his drums. Going to be going for Diffusal, a Smoke Gank. They're looking for something somewhere. Fenix almost 6, and ooh. Stick fairly low. They don't have a ward, though. If they found him, they could kill him for sure. Now he's on the move. They might catch him coming up from the low ground, but no, it looks like they moved away from that spot. And Stick just farming up the jungle. If he's found, he's super dead, but it doesn't look like they're going to find him. Shadow Blade also going to be his first item. I don't know if I like that much. I think I'd prefer to see at least one agility item and then a Shadow Blade, so that you can get some more aura damage. Yeah, it looks like they were trying to find someone defending this, but they just abandoned this tower. They already claimed that lane. Now there's 4 heroes up at top with no one to go on. Oh, TP's coming in from Venge, from Weaver. Haste on Master. Mavi gonna bail. Looks like they get a dagger onto Legend. Legend could be in trouble, but this Phantom Lancer illusion's doing a lot. Tinker now coming in, has rockets and a laser. A magic missile comes out, but it's only onto an illusion. Mavi after Heisenberg. Rockets coming out on him again. A nice Echo Slam catches on two. A Blast comes in. It actually connects. Oh! It grazes her, but she doesn't get by the burst of it, so she shouldn't die. And this tier 1 tower at the top looks like it will die. So in fact, oh, but Mavi TPing bot all of a sudden, inexplicably. That's kind of a weird TP. There's like a stun onto the Weaver. If they can chain their stuns, he's definitely gonna die. He's not able to ult. Master has Sonic Wave, might try to find something. Alcoholic keeping vision onto them. So is the Swarm. I don't think Legend gets out of this one alive. Doing the Dance of Death, and he'll go down. Tinker cancels his TP. Master not gonna. Oh, actually does get stunned. It's the range. The leash on that's a little bit longer than I thought. Mame just gonna go farm. I wonder if they could have fought that if he stayed. Maybe not. It's fine that he goes to farm. They're in no rush. They have the better late game team by far, I think. Phantom Lancer, Tinker, AA and Jakiro.
Yeah, coin.
Shaker ult, obviously. Fissure is an amazing skill. PL, they don't really have good AoE except the Queen. She might need to go in Ags, just try to keep that clean. But, you know, it's probably better to go in Maelstrom. Not the Ags. The Ags don't really help that much. Diffusal Blade gonna be Mavi's next item. DD rune picked up by Darth Heisenberg. Spots a regen rune, gonna give that over to Master, who has a bottle he may use it on. So like going for Blink, once he gets that, gonna have a lot of space to make crazy plays. Rocket going to hit Alcoholic, super annoying. Ooh, they might find this PL right coming up, but they don't know which is real. And he just goes right in onto the Weaver, but now he's on the run. They know who's real. Doppelganger's away. This Swarm Creep's still alive, and she's just gonna die to tower. DD rune on Heisenberg. He needs to be careful going in though. There isn't an Ice Path available, but the Dual Breath slow, also not gonna connect. Ping Pong looking for something, but as soon as he sees that Tinker, he's out of there. Good call, my friend. Hook shot onto Tinker though. Might find a really important kill here. Sonic Wave immediately committed. Macropyre doing some damage, but with nothing to keep him in it except his own cogs, and Tinker just bursted down before he's able to do anything. We're gonna have to get out of here. And a nice Ice Path. AA Blast comes in, but I don't think it really connected on anyone significant. But Master getting very, very low. Has Blink, able to get away, and now the Doppelganger, he's going in on the Weaver, but Weaver also has his ult available. And now a Magic Missile connects on this Phantom Lancer. Spirit Lance can connect onto Venge. A nice Ice Path. Jakiro will die, but so does the Clock. So far a 1 for 2 favoring the Dire, and Ping Pong doesn't want to dive that. He's gonna back off. I don't think the AA Blast actually hit anything there. Didn't see it. I heard it off screen. However, Legend is farming. Still a fair way away from that Blink Dagger, but maybe able to get this tower. Ice Blast is not going to connect on anyone again, but a short cooldown spell, so no real loss. Weaver going for the Medallion, and now going for a Linken's, it looks like. There's a lot of easy spells to pop the Linken's, though. Oh, she died to rockets? Yeah. Dust comes out, but not going to connect on anybody. There's an Arcane Rune up at top. Phoenix probably wants to get that, but nope, it's going to be taken. Meanwhile, Legend dies to the Clockwork. Looks like it was a solo kill. Now they're going after this AA. There's no shrine for him, and he's just stuck. Earn, a Swarm Creep, and one more right click from the Weaver, but it actually just gets Squishy to finish them off. Ice Path's a little short. SFQ certainly doing a lot better surviving the early game than before. That first game where they just got crushed. Not crushed, but they didn't do enough. This game, they've got a lot going for them, and I should have switched over to net worth earlier, and a lot of that's going for them is their cores are both very, very farmed. Solo Light doing much better this game than in game number 1. Mavi, similarly extravagant performance in the second game. The difference is his team is doing much better this time. AA Blast coming in, should connect on both these heroes. The rocket, oh, if he gets one more rocket off there, that's a dead Vengeful Spirit. And that's the strength that AA gets some kills pretty quickly and easily that otherwise wouldn't happen. Solo Light seems much more comfortable on this Tinker than he was on the Outward Devourer. Drow Ranger toggling her aura. Wants to shove in these lanes as much as she can. It's the bonus in front, 39. Nice. Again, though, I would rather have seen like an early agility item to make sure that it's a little stronger, but she has her Shadow Blade, gives her some survivability. Venge TPing mid, they might try for something. The Liquid Fire going to make the push a little bit stronger. Tinker now here blinks. He could go after Drow, but he's, yeah, looks like he is chasing her down, but she Shadow Blades. He's not going to pursue any further. That March isn't going to connect on anything. He's traveling away. Meanwhile, in the mid, it looks like a fight breaking out. AA Blast coming in. The hookshot going to connect onto Legend. Legend uses Echo Slam. 2 dead on one on each side, and now Alcoholic in serious trouble. He's getting stunned up, but he should survive. There's no AA Blast on him, and now Weaver going in deep after him. A double kill for Ping Pong. Spirit Lance will latch onto the Weaver, but Weaver just fine. Going to be able to ignore that. Tinker canceling his TP, and maybe he wants to get this Drow, but that Shadow Blade should be just fine. A 3 for 1. A really good fight for Steep Sets. SFQ slipping a little bit. They really need that Tinker's damage if they want to come out on top of these fights early. The blind is also an incredibly significant factor for them. Without that blind, they just lose the right-click battle because of the Drow aura.
Yes.
A lot of invis detection for this Weaver and for the Drow. Drow continuing to just farm up. We'll have her Hurricane Pike or Dragon Lance before too long, and Hurricane Pike will be not too far after that. Ancient Apparition's Ice Blast connects on Queen of Pain. No follow-up though. A swap back onto Cloud Kicker. Going after his ward, and looks like he baited himself into that ward. Now Tinker Rocket coming in. He's trying to do everything he can. Might actually get Heisenberg. Heisenberg getting very, very low. One more rocket will do the trick, but a jump forward from Mavi. Mavi now on the other side of the river, maybe the wrong side. He could be in trouble. Hookshot connects on him. He doesn't have Doppelganger. He's going to go down, going a little bit deep. No one's able to help him there. And Weaver ults back. Interesting. I wonder if he got hit by something I didn't see. And a 2 for 1. If Mavi had just stayed on his side of the river, it would have been a 1 for 1, but I don't really blame him for going in on that. Not sure that that kill was actually going to happen. Drow Ranger looking for Tinker, maybe? I don't know if she can fight Solo Light, though. Yeah, you don't want to stand in that either. But now, a big item. Blink Dagger finished on the Earthshaker. Net worth a little bit back and forth. Still favoring Steep Sets a little bit. XP, on the other hand, very much favoring Steep Sets at about 3k. I mean, it's not an impossibly large XP lead, but they got to consider it. Tinker able to just continue shoving in these side lanes. The last tier 1 on the map for the Dire is the mid. Usually it's the Drow Draft that's claimed all these tier 1s, but this time looks like Tinker and friends are taking down the tier 1s of Steep Sets this game. It is in deny range if they want, but looks like they want to keep it alive. Ice Patch connecting onto the Queen of Pain. She blinks away for any more retaliation. Clockwork is top, so is Weaver. And that mid tower did get denied. Okay. But now they're out of those tier 1s and still boasting a 1k gold lead. So if they get some tier 1s, they'll start pulling ahead. Drow Ranger second on the net worth. All these cores are very, very even. The exception is the Earthshaker, who is a bit behind. And there's 3 cores on... Actually, you know what? With 3 cores, it's going to be a lot easier for Steep Sets to win late game. The problem is they have like tankiness issues against the Tinker. They're pretty weak against Phantom Lancer too. They don't really have AoE for him. Although they do have tools to catch this Tinker, but they have to be quick on it. Now a bunch of TPs coming into that shrine. They're going to be looking to find a kill. Rocket Flare spotting out Mavi. Mavi A Blast coming in. It looks like it'll hit Master. The burst does connect onto him, so he might need to be a little bit careful. Tinker rockets the Drow going in on the Phantom Lancer, but he's very tanky. Has 18 armor and 1500 HP. Also 10% evasion talent. One of those kind of talents that it's enough evasion to be noticeable, to be annoying, but not enough that you'll want to buy an MKB for it. Although Weaver might just go one anyways. That is Lincoln's finish. No, he went Desolator. Interesting choice to go Perseverance, Medallion, and then Deso. Oh well. He's doing just fine. He's got good net worth. Tinker at the top, but just barely ahead of that Drow Ranger, although I think Tinker with tons of items is a lot more frightening than a Drow with a lot of items. She's going to be going for a Molnir, an absolutely critical item in this game so they can kill off the Phantom Lancer.
Dire's top tower isn't
Now
well
Cloud
at the
Kicker going to
moment.
be beating up this tower. Needs to be careful not to die to this Queen of Pain. She has a Yules. No Orchid, though. Will probably make it pretty difficult to actually kill him without an Orchid. He could wait to be Yules and then just TP out. He's going to throw down that Macro Pyre, keep the wave shoved in. I do like that decision. Yeah, this poor range creep going to kill itself. And now they're going after this Roshan. They don't have a Medallion of their own. Rocket Flare going to scout them out. Mavi fairly low, but has a DG rune. They might just try to keep going for it. Stick, they do have a Sentry. If Stick goes in, they could be in trouble. They know that they've backed off. Mavi getting ready. They throw the flare again. I wonder if they're going to try to engage on them. They see them right up there. And I think they need to get this Roche before it's gone on by Steep Sets. They kill Roche incredibly quickly with their team. A nice Ice Path, perfect timing actually, and now Phantom Lancer going in on Alcoholic. The AA Blast only going to connect on one, actually not going to connect on anyone. A massive Echo Slam on 4 heroes. The Fissure not coming out in time, and now he's caught in the Dance of Death. The Clockwork Cogs, or Battery Assault, but Clock will die. A Killing Spree for Scylla, and now Darth Heisenberg getting low. Master going in on Fenix, but Fenix fine for now. It's a 2-for-2 trade. Will they be able to get any more? Drow Ranger popping your Shadow Blade. Ping Pong looking for somebody, and oh, a blink forward from that Tinker. They might try to find something. Mavi in the Roche pit now. Clock dead, so they won't be able to scout if they throw in the Swarm. Mavi is going to dodge it though. Grabs an Illusion Rune. Ping Pong needs to be really careful fighting this guy. And he just goes right back into the Roche pit. Tinker continuing to shove out lanes and waves. And Mavi getting out of the pit. Beautiful Echo Slam, but they just didn't have any follow-up. The AA Blast didn't quite connect on any heroes. I actually think it missed everybody. I think it grazed the but it looks like a dive onto this Phantom Lancer. Phantom Lancer getting low. No Manta means he can't dodge. Oh, a nice Yules to buy herself some time. She lands right in an Ice Path, though. A great defensive swap, saving her. Cost Heisenberg his life, but definitely worth it. And now Weaver in the backline going after Fenix. Fenix can't really survive this guy. He just does so much damage. A stun, not going to connect. But he pops his ult, gets back. Now Ping Pong he might be able to catch him, but no, I don't think so. He'll get out. AA just so weak against the Weaver, not really able to do anything to him. Orchid now completed on the Queen of Pain. And a series of successful fights gives Steep Sets a 2k gold lead. I really think PL needs to get a Manta to get away from silences like that. It's a great item stat-wise as well, but I think this game, the more value comes from the fact that he can get out of the Drow Silence or an Orchid with it. So he's able to, like, if that happens, he can then just Manta and run away, or he can Manta and turn and fight, as opposed to kind of just standing there and dying. Oh, he might get silenced, so that might happen again. Drow pops the silence, Queen of Pain jumps forward, Orchid, he's just going to die again. There's nothing he can do. Yeah, definitely going to need an item to get him away from that, whether a teammate gets a Lotus or something. Perhaps he'll get Manta after finishing his heart, but his heart is a long way away. Maybe he just wants to go that, but Weaver, no fear dive onto the Ancient Apparition. But no, he dies! A great trade. Solo Light now dominating. A fantastic trade. 647 gold for the Tinker. So an 800 gold swing just for that 1-for-1, but they still lost their... Oh, need to be careful down here at the bottom. Nice hook shot in, trapping both Cloud Kicker, and he just can't get his spells off because of that battery assault. Now Legend Trap here with nothing to do, and he just stands there accepting his death. Sonic Wave gonna finish him off. Sololite in trouble trying to get out, but he can't, and he goes down too. A double kill for Master. All 5 heroes die across the map over a short time span. Steep Sets starting to take control of this game, and SFQ starting to slip. And against a Drow Draft, losing a fight like that means you've lost a tower. Granted, it's just a tier 1, and they still have a tier 1 in the mid lane, so things are definitely not as bad as they could be. But this is very ugly for SFQ, and very good for Steep Sets, who have all 3 of their cores comfortably in 2nd through 4th place on the net worth. AA Blast launching, but not going to find anything. They really need these AA Blasts to be a little bit more on point. Like if we had the AA Blast connect on all of those heroes, like if he had launched, because he launched it here, but I think Steep Sets made the smart play and they didn't come down here. They just stayed up here and then disengaged after their pickoff. A DD rune now pinked out. Ping Pong going to grab that. Quite possibly going to go for Roshan now. Oh, but instead might just find a pick. This poor Ancient Apparition. If he walks up that high ground, he could be in trouble. There's a silver. Oh, he's just erasing this poor Fenix. Fenix popping out his ult. Ping Pong ults back, and he'll be just fine. That poor AA. He needs to get a Ghost Scepter, not an Atos. It's a nice item. Atos is fine, but and it's great against the Queen of Pain, but he's really gonna want the Ghost Scepter against this Weaver. With the Ghost Scepter, he can probably survive anything the Weaver throws at him. And now if we look at the hero levels, it's starting to look really bad for SFQ, who are just starting to slip. A bunch of picks coming out for them, and Ping Pong just gonna get this tier 1. Nothing you can really do about that.
Radiant's middle tower.
Hookshot also gonna latch onto Kuro. He has a 4-step though, so should be able to get out of it, and he'll be okay for now. And Alcoholic gonna get beat up a little bit. A Fissure coming out, connecting on 2 heroes. The Rocket's gonna keep doing damage. A nice Ice Pack getting in place. Alcoholic getting low, but will he die? He's still alive for now. The Macropyre and the Phantom Lancer should finish him off. But it's a killing spree for Ping Pong as Shaker goes down. Ice Blast coming in, but it's a little off to the right, and it's not going to latch on anyone. Well, it actually will hit the Sonic Wave. It will connect. The Ice Blast does connect on, or sorry, Ice Blast connects on 1, but it's not enough, and it's a 2-for-1 exchange, again favoring Steep Sets, who slowly but surely are taking over this game and now have an 8k gold lead and XP almost 15k in their favor. I think the itemization of SFQ a little greedy. The Tinker itemization is good, but Phantom Lancer now going for the Manta, changing from the Heart. Probably should have got Manta. I mean, I guess he wouldn't have had it any faster. He didn't buy any parts of the Heart, but just unfortunate he didn't have that Manta a little sooner. Legend, just, I mean, it's an Earthshaker. I would rather see a Ghost Scepter so this AA can live in fights, or a Force Staff. Kuro itemizing pretty well, going to be going for a Mechanism, but it'll take some time. But now Master has that Aegis, so they're fighting up against 6 lives. And now with a Maelstrom on Queen and a Mjolnir on Drow, the Phantom Lancer army doesn't really matter. A Shadow Blade now popped. They're looking for something somewhere. Looks like they pinged it out. They are aware. Somehow. Maybe they scanned it. Tinker just throwing out those marches.
Radiant's top tower is getting walloped.
Well, 20 on the Weaver. He's almost got his Lincoln Sphere. Gonna make him a little harder to kill. There's a lot of things to pop it though.
Top tower is under attack.
2 swarm attacks, 75 Shikuchi, and Mana Break. Yeah, the Mana Break talent is really phenomenal. I really like to see him get a... I prefer Diffusal actually to Desolator on Weaver, just because you stack the Mana Break talents, and that's a lot of damage just from the Mana Break. It's fine either way though. Clockwork going for armor and strength, just like last game. It's definitely the best choice. Queen of Pain, on the other hand, grabs 10 strength and attack speed. The attack speed is really important in this game because you want a Maelstrom to kill the PL army. I'd rather see the all stats, but Drow's move speed is very, very bad. Tinker throwing out marches. They don't see him though, and this tower is decimated by Want Steep Sets, who just pushed so incredibly fast with the Drought Aura and the Venge Aura. See, that's 57 damage, and that's 30% bonus damage. Oh, it looks like they're going in onto AA. Poor Phoenix. Just getting beat up the whole time. Legend on the run, gets caught in a hook shot, now trapped. This blink forward from Master, and he's going to go down. Legend's going to go down, but Alcoholic going to get stunned up. They might be able to find a rebuttal. AA Blast will connect. He's getting pretty low, but I don't think it's enough to kill him. Tinker doesn't really want to go up there without vision. He can't spam those rockets to find him. Steve Sets a clean and easy kill on that Earthshaker, despite a good fissure to try to protect his teammates. It's really up to Sololite to stop the push for now, too. Although they do have Macro Pyre to delay it. However, right now, I don't think Steve Sets can fight. Sololite doing this is good. Just get the marches out, shove in the side lanes. Queen of Pain probably looking for him, but he'll be long gone by the time she arrives. Shove in that lane so they can't get that tower. Definitely what they need to be doing is just that, but it's going to be hard going late game. The Drow will fall off a little bit, but Weaver's just going to get harder and harder to kill. Queen of Pain also, she scales okay. Once she hits 20 and gets probably the Fear talent. I'd rather see the Fear talent this game anyway. She'll be really, really good, but I mean, if PL gets 6 slotted, he's really scary. The problem is it's just like last game. I don't know if they'll last that long. SFQ played much better in the early game, but despite that, still a 12k gold lead in favor of Steep Sets at the 33-minute mark. There's still hope for SFQ for sure. You've got a Tinker. You have your massive teamfight combo with your Shaker, Jakiro, and Ancient Aberration. Tinker now with the Ags makes even more AoE to synergize with that. Really like that pickup. So we'll see if they can get that combo. They could kill 3 heroes before anyone knows what's going on. And now these rockets just spamming out. A nice ward thrown down to buy it some time. And Tinker single-handedly almost forcing them away. It's so hard to push up high ground against the hero, especially with the Nags. Nope, Phantom Lancer beating on the creeps. Trying to farm. His Manta, he looks like he's just about got it. He's got the recipe, and now he just needs to get to the secret shop and grab that ultimate orb. Issue again, though. Queen of Pain, now Molnir of her own. Spell Lifesteal going to be awesome for her, too, with that Molnir. Ben's going to go for a Glimmer Cape. Interesting that he went Power Treads this game. Looks like they just wanted to push early, so he got some damage items of his own. I mean, with his aura and the Drow aura, he's doing 200 damage. Weaver doing 300 damage just about. So massive amounts of bonus damage for everybody on this team. The egg is just reclaimed, though. So now SFQ might be able to take a fight. Again, their team fight combo is very, very good. They just need to land it. And Drow with the Axe. Oh, a hookshot onto Sololite. This is not the hero they need to die, but he buys a 4-step, and now he needs to get out of here, but he's silenced by Queen of Pain. Master gonna kill him off. He doesn't have anything to protect himself, and Drow comes from down the river, and Master finds that kill. Or, yeah, Drow comes from down the river. And Tinker dead for a minute, no buyback. It will be incredibly hard to defend this. A fantastic hook shot from Alcoholic. And this tier 3 tower getting very, very low. Drow has not activated her aura yet, but this tier 3 tower dead, and now they could just back off and go for shrines if they want, or they'll go for another tier 3 in another lane. See how long SFQ are able to hold on against this without their Tinker. And yeah, those illusions are super dead, super quick. They need to try to hold on to their racks. They have fortification available. They haven't used it just yet. Drow popping her Shadow Blade still in sight though because of this Sentry Ward, and Cloud Killer not quite finding an Ice Path to stop that Queen of Pain. Mantra Style finish. They don't want to fortify if they don't have to. Perhaps thinking another lane of racks will come, but the Drow Aura wasn't even used, but their full lane of racks mid are lost. But now with that Manta, Phantom Lancer should be a little bit better off, not getting killed in these silences. It's definitely his biggest issue. Now just needs to hope that he doesn't break out of the gust and then immediately get orchided. Although it'll be pretty hard to do that. Net worth continuing to go in favor of Steep Sets, who are now at 22k net worth, and XP hardly any better. It's actually worse at almost 30k for Steep Sets, and SFQ are starting to struggle to stay in this game despite a very solid early game performance keeping them in it. It just feels like the support duo from draft-wise, the support duo on Steep Sets is a lot better. AA Jakiro is okay, but you lack control. It's good damage-wise, but control, it's very limited, and even so, Master now just going to start hitting this tier 3 rockets coming out, doing a little bit of damage, but she doesn't care. A nice ward to keep their heroes safe going up into this base. SFQ are going to need to win a series of team fights and then probably get Roshan. They're going to win this game. Roshan does not respawn for another minute and a half. That'll be probably what can end the game for Steep Sets. Or another Tinker pick. If they pick up Tinker, ooh, an Echo Slam coming out at bot, and they will kill Master. But it commits the Echo Slam, and now top, it's a signal for them to go in. Mavi breaking that link, and Ping Pong getting pretty low. Mavi just fine for now, but the tier 3 tower, it's going to be fine as well. So a good defense so far from SFQ, and now Drow in trouble. She's getting low. Glimmer onto her, trying to buy herself some time. Do they have a dust? They just keep the chase going. The Glimmer is ending. Mavi running forward with the Phantom Rush. She's getting low, but now has her own Shadow Blade. And they don't have any detection to chase. Now Ping Pong going in, trying to find someone who wants to pick off a support. Could probably get Legend, but going to bail after the Tinker March comes in. A good defense from SFQ. Costly, though, and using the Earthshaker Echo Slam, but it does force Steep Sets back, buying them some time, allowing them to get some items that they need. For example, the Mechanism going to be very, very useful for them. Shaker closing in on his Force Staff. Tinker going for a Linken's. And Mavi probably should save for buyback. And Tinker as well, even though I know he really wants to get that Linken's, he really needs buyback. He's probably their most important hero to defend the base. Without him, there's not a whole lot they can do. They throw down a Macro Pyre, but then you can just stand on either side of it and just hit it. Hit the objective. The Whip Clear is fine, but Tinker's most of their damage at this point. Or a really big Echo Slam, and Echo Slam is on cooldown for another 45 seconds. But just one lane of racks claimed, so SFQ definitely not out of it. The problem is they can't really get out of their base. Roshan's now alive. It'd be a pretty simple affair for Steep Sets to kill off Roshan. Now the split push coming in this tier 3 tower just killed off, and Weaver gonna try to get this last one up at the top lane to set up for those racks. And Queen of Pain rooted, but she gets forced forward, and it'll be just fine. They need to be careful watching this top lane. Weaver with the BKB now will be able to just tank up and fight. The bot lane, they're still trying to get stuff. Ice Path doesn't connect on any enemy heroes. Alcoholic throws out a rocket flare, has a hook shot if he wants to use it. A nice ward, giving them some information. And the double Mjolnir just destroys PL's illusions. Meanwhile, Weaver goes in that, forces out fortification, which means the next fight that's won will result in racks. A bunch of Tinker rockets coming out. Hookshot not going to connect, thankfully for SFQ. But Weaver, they can't really stop him. They get a deny on that tower, but now Cloud Kicker going to die, almost for sure. It's like there is a minor technical issue. And Tinker disconnecting. Hopefully he will be back shortly and we'll be able to get this game underway. And a 23k gold lead. It's starting to look really grim for SFQ, who need like a massive wombo combo, but the problem is Steep Sets aren't really giving them an opportunity. They're split pushing, which kind of screws the chance of getting a big Echo, Ice Blast, Macro Pyre, Tinker stuff disaster combo, but they've lost all their tier 3s just from being slowly plinked down because of this drow damage and giving all that damage to her teammates. Just look at all the bonus damage these people have. They all hit so hard with their right clicks. Mavi has Manta available, but it looks like they might make a play onto him. Tinker back now. And at top, it looks like Cloud Kicker. He has mechs. His mechanism, but should be just fine. And now Theo pops Manta, getting out of the first silence, and roll Doppelganger away, trying to escape. Dominating, Ping Pong kills off Jakiro, despite his mechanism, and this lane of Rax is going down. Only one left, and it doesn't look like it'll last long, and GG. They just tap out. An unfortunate technical issue, but even despite that, I think this was going to go to steep sets as they slowly built an advantage, and then that slow advantage turned into a quick one as it just tumbled downhill from there. GG to steep sets. They claim this best of 2, 2-0. No one's eliminated. It's only week number 4 of the Ad2L. So SFQ have a few more weeks to try to shore up on their weaknesses. I think the biggest issue I had with both their drafts was their support duos were super greedy. I think they probably should have... I think if you're playing against steep sets, ban out Clockwork. I think without that, they wouldn't have been able to make as many plays around the map. But just overall really good mechanical play from steep sets. SFQ in the second game played much better than the first. The first, Mavi was my MVP for them, but overall I think my MVP in this whole series was Alcoholic, who in that first game had an amazing Aegis snatch. But this second game, it was probably Solo Light for me, who played really well, and then probably once again Alcoholic on this Clockwork, who found a critical Tinker pick, which opened up the whole game for them to just go and claim their first lane of Rax while Tinker was dead. GG, and good luck going forward to both of these teams. I hope you guys enjoyed the cast as much as I enjoyed doing the casting, and I look forward to seeing more of you all in the Ad2L soon. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll be back hopefully next week with some more games to cast.